I could already tell. I put him in the waiting room. What's up, Gaston? All right, here we go. Oh, I'm talking in the camera. Talking in the camera. Ham Radio Happy Hour, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you guys were there for Kyle's trivia. It was entertaining. Oh, I'm talking in the camera. Hear myself now. Here we go. All right, transition over there. So I got to get from Shacking Greg. He's got a waving flag on his monitor in the background. I saw it on Kyle's trivia, and I got to get that. It's probably just a YouTube video. You ever done the YouTube video where it's like a 9-hour fireplace burning? You just put it on your TV during Christmas time? I've done that. So, yeah, that's a thing. But thank you for joining the Ham Radio Happy Hour tonight. Appreciate everybody being here. What's up, everybody? Had a good time on Kyle's trivia. We got to bring everybody in real quick before Kyle passes out. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing there. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop it over right here and go to participants and admit all. There we go. That's much better. Much better like that. Got to mute you guys, too. What's up?
Hey.
What's up? What it is? Did anybody leave?
Kyle. There he is.
Yeah.
He's still here, but kinda.
No,
Only.
Kyle's there.
Well,
Kyle's there.
kind of.
So yeah, kind of. So, yeah, Yingling. Yeah, brought some of that back with you, Kyle.
What? Yeah.
So who was it that's telling me they couldn't get Yingling? Somebody was telling me they couldn't get Yingling, and I'm like, we used to have that problem, but it's in Texas now, just as of like a year ago.
Yeah, they just put it in Missouri like a month ago.
It was a month ago. Okay.
Question.
All right.
Is Yingling still considered a small brew house beer, or is it kind of more mainstream now since you can buy it pretty much everywhere?
It is the oldest brewery in the United States, and anything past that I'm not aware of, so I don't know.
Are you a politician?
They're owned by Budweiser now, I believe.
Yingling is not. No.
No,
Yingling's
but
not
they're
owned
bought
by
out.
Bud.
No.
Don't
They're
believe
still
so.
independent.
I'm going to sidestep the whole Budweiser Bud Light thing
I was
because
waiting
this
for
is not
something
it's
like
not a
that.
political channel, but damn. So I saw a really good meme that said something about how Fox News had hired the PR guy from Bud Light before they fired Tucker Carlson. I laughed. It was funny. Let's move on. Okay, we're there. So
Awkward.
awkward. All right, guys, what's up to everybody? I changed my format tonight. I got to put my chat over here. Here we go. Okay, chat's there. There we go. All right, good deal. So, yeah, what's up, everybody? All right, I'm going to start at the top. Gaston, man, this is your first time to join us on a happy hour, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think I bailed the first time for technical issues with Starlink. So.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So what's up, man? How are you?
Man, it's been real busy. Been
Good.
playing with the QDX from QRP Labs. Loving the heck out of that thing. It pushed me into JS8 call the last few weeks.
Yep.
And yeah, we did an antenna collaboration with Tim, N9 SAB, that we launched about a week ago. Tested that out at the Grand Canyon, and been playing with some other gear for some portable work.
The QDX was one of the kits that they were selling at 4 Days in May last year. $90, no tax, no shipping. And I bought one, and it's around here somewhere. I haven't built it. I was going to build mine, and I got really intimidated because I saw Adam's build, and I'm like, dude, a machine built that. It was like the perfectly wrapped toroid, and everything
Adam
was spaced.
is a machine.
I know, and I'm like, I can't build mine like that. So I got really kind of stage fright after that, but I don't know. But yeah, no, QDX is a great little rig, and I suspect that guy. What's that guy's name?
Hans.
Hans. Yeah,
Hans Summers.
Hans and Franz, we're gonna pump you.
Yeah, I suspect he'll be at 4 Days in May again.
He's
this
speaking
year.
again. Yes.
Yeah. So I haven't looked at the lineup of speakers, but that doesn't surprise me. Big QRP guy.
What's going on with your hat? It's unique.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah. If you turn to
Oh.
the side, it has that cutout there.
Yeah,
What's
it's
that
called the
for?
notch, and
yeah. Some of
it's
them have them.
great if you wear like wraparound sunglasses
Mhm.
and ear pro when you're shooting because everything just kind of fits without getting all wonky on you.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
just saw that, and I just had to ask.
Yeah, the notch.
Good duel. Cool, man. Thanks for joining us. Hang out as long as you want to.
Anytime.
And don't let these guys intimidate you. Jump in there anytime you want. So. Oh, one thing. Okay, so I took we were at More Expo last weekend. And the weekend prior to that, we were at the Dayton Ham Expo, which it's a little kind of tailgate swap fest that we have twice a year here in Texas. Very fun show, but not worth driving a really long way for.
It was a very large. It was.
Belton's a great show. I wouldn't fly several states away to get there. You know, if you're out, if you're within driving distance, it's great.
It's a great regional swap.
It's a great regional sweat. That's correct. Yeah. So anyway, I had the man pack with the FTM 6000 at both places, and people were like, "Oh, what is that?" A lot of guys at More Expo, which is an overland show, I did a presentation there. Same presentation I did last year, how to get started in ham radio. It's a short little 15, 20-minute presentation, and then it's just like half an hour of Q&A. And the Q&A is the fun part. But like 3 guys at that show said, "Oh, that's Gaston's bag. I've got one of those at home." And I'm you should freaking have it here, dude.
Well, here's the problem. My well dried up. There's only ever going to be one more run.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
only,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only 9 more of the little ones that are coming out, and the big one for the 891 and 857. I only have the prototype, and only 25 are going to be in existence. Like my guy was like, "I can't do it anymore. I'm retired. It's too much work." And
So I might have a guy that we actually met at the More Expo who they make bags in the USA, and I was telling him about your bag, so I went out to the campsite and brought it back to him, and he was complimenting on how well it was made. I'll email you his info. You might have already talked to this dude. He wasn't aware of your bag or your project, so I assume you haven't talked to the guy, but you can check with him.
Yeah, shoot it
He
my
made
way.
he made some really good stuff, good quality stuff. I think, Kyle, where were they from? Like North
They
Carolina?
Were, yeah,
No.
North Carolina.
North
They were,
Carolina, yeah.
I won't say the company, but I bought a bag from them.
Yeah.
It was really high quality.
It was good stuff, and it was high quality, but it wasn't really. I wouldn't call it overpriced. It was a little bit higher than what you would buy a bag on Amazon for, but I don't think it was overly. I mean, you could spend $300 or $400. Go to the Burley Stock website and see what bags are there. It wasn't that much. So, but yeah, I'll send you his info.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, mine are Gucci prices, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's it is what it is, dude. Well, I hope I get one of those FT891 bags because I bought a whole damn radio for that bag. So.
I held it for you, so you're
Okay,
going to have
cool,
one
man.
of the 25.
125. Flex Radio. Okay, good deal. Thanks, man. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're able to join us tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Craig, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'm finally back. I finally got answers to that liver issue I had told you about last time I was here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not cancer, so that was good. Instead, it was what they call sarcoidosis. Don't even ask me how to spell that. I barely made it out of high school. So I just have to, they pumped me full of prednisone, which unfortunately it wasn't the anabolic steroid because I could have used some more of that. Instead, I've got a lot of that and that from that.
I've been on prednisone several times in my life due to my stomach issues, and that's all I've got. So prednisone doesn't do it for you. I can.
No, it just makes you hungry and fat. That's all it did for me. But that's getting to be further in the rearview mirror for me. So I'm actually able to put out more videos, which I've been trying to do.
Good.
So in fact, I actually have a QRP guy's antenna build that's been sitting here for damn near a year. I just have to blow the dust off of it and translate the directions into modern English.
That beats Jason's DX Commander antenna. So
True.
you're far ahead of the curve.
Everything beats that.
True.
I was just going to go ninja myself to his garage and try and find it. Although I did see the video when you were cleaning out your garage, and the wife was like, "Oh, ours doesn't look as bad."
Right. So my wife told me a long time ago, I used to try to get her to park in the garage, and she's like, "I just don't care to." So once I started putting all my stuff in there, she's like, now I can't park in the garage. So you can't. Yeah, it's one of those things. So and she's probably watching right now.
I was
and rolling
waiting
her
for her
eyes,
to
but
pop up.
Yeah.
I'm watching
She's
that.
probably in there.
I'm sure mine is too. She's mentioned about because I'll try and buy stuff,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, you don't need no more." She's like, "I'm like, the other guys don't have this harassment." She's like, "Well, I don't know the other guy's wives." She's like, "Well, I don't know the other guy's wives." I'm like, "Yeah, damn right, and you won't. Y'all get to talking, we're all screwed."
That's right. That
There'll
is
either be
right.
a whole lot of divorce or a whole lot of no more ham.
Right. Good. Cool, man. Well, thanks for being here, Craig. Good to see you again, man. Mike, you're next. What's up?
Oh, hey, what's going on? Just
How are you?
good. Just getting past a big storm just rolled through here, so
It's here now.
Is
I
it?
just heard some. I just heard some. Yeah. So if this whole stream just kind of goes in the middle of that, it's because I lost power.
yeah.
but
I just
we'll
saw
see.
T-Ray say it's going down to him too. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Okay.
had to unplug all the radios and hunker
Yeah.
down. It actually didn't turn out to be that bad, but they were like some places were getting really bad hail and tornado watch, so
Right,
that kind of thing.
right.
So you kind of
Yeah.
stay away from the electronic devices during that time. So I just sat on my porch and watched it.
Nice.
But,
Awesome.
now
Cool.
drinking a little vodka and seltzer with some lime.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
nice,
look who pops up in
summertime
the
drink.
chat.
I've got I've got Wakey Wakey from 903 Brewing. 903 is the area code in Sherman, Texas. So it's a Texas brewery in Sherman. These guys, they make a bunch of different stouts, and all of them are fantastic. This one here has does that say coffee, maple, bacon flavored, vanilla flavored stout.
That's a lot of words.
No
Yes.
thanks.
Yes, it is tasty.
Sounds chewy.
It is. It's a little chewy. It's a little chewy. That's a good word for it. So yeah, but yeah. Anything with maple and bacon and coffee and vanilla, I'm there. So
Not in a
Good.
drink. No.
oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
other than the coffee part, but I don't really drink much
Coffee
coffee.
part.
So yeah,
So
there's like a Coca-Cola mixed in there somewhere, maybe.
they have that too.
There is hard cola. They're not good.
Yeah. No, not most of them aren't good.
No.
So cool, man. Well, Mike and I are driving to Hamvention in a couple weeks, so
Yes.
fun times afoot for
Yes,
us.
we are.
So.
Jason makes a good point. KB1 WSE. You can pick up a lot of weather stations on APRS.
I can also just grab my APRS capable radio and turn into the NOAA weather radio.
They
Yeah.
got all that other stuff going.
Quite up to date. Serve me
45
lots.
minutes later, you get to hear the local temperature.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
No, they're going through pretty quick. I was sitting on the porch listening to NOAA and watching the storm. It's good.
Yeah, I want to listen to
Lightning.
Noah in the middle of a big rainstorm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, you
Soothing.
two, and you
Turn-
two, and you two. The other Noah.
Yeah.
Get it?
Turn
Get
to
it?
your local races or Aries
Note.
nets and listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you aren't grasping where I live.
I'm sure Huntsville has a Aries net.
No,
I
they
bet 2 minutes of searching I could find it.
don't. But I bet the Woodlands does.
Go ahead.
So
We'll wait.
They do
Yeah.
have a net.
well,
they
there
do.
you go.
They sure do. It's on Mondays, I think.
it's a practice net for nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So Mike, feel free to jump in there. Frank, I'm going to skip you. Are you going to do your announcement
My announcement.
about the new stuff on my website?
I was trying to wait till Sunday, but there's new stuff that if you look at the website, there's there. That's the tease.
Do you want to do that or not? Because I teased it in my shopping video this morning.
Well, fine. There it is.
Okay.
Official. Friday. It was supposed to be Sunday. I have a new item. It's on pre-sale. It's a Tank whiskey tumbler. It's got the Tank Radio logo. It's not like this one, but it'll have my logo on it across the front. And
It looked good.
It's going to be sell sets of 2 for $40.
Sets of
They're
2.
on pre-sale. We're going to pre-sale for 1 month, and then we're going to close it out, and we're going to order them, and they're going to get them in another month. So it'd be two months. It takes about a month for creating them and shipping them, and I just don't want to have inventory on hand, so that's why they're a lag. But tumblers over at Grapevine Amateur Radio or at amateurradio2.com. Back to you, Jason.
It's hamradio2.com, but that's okay.
That's what I said.
You said amateur radio.
Oh,
So,
well.
all right, let's hear
let's see.
from someone who's actually really important.
me.
Thank you.
And-
You're tossing back to me again.
Yeah. I'm going on to GigaParts. Don't make me mute you, Frank. So, Jason, what's up, dude?
How's it going, guys?
Dude, what's going on out there? How are things?
I know, just mayhem, craziness, preparing for Dayton.
Oh,
There's going to be some cool things there.
I've heard about them.
Rig Expert's going to announce a new product there. It's going to be at our booth, so there's going to be that. We're bringing an absolute pile of new gadgets for you guys to check out and get some opinions on. kind of like this.
I got to take that home, dude.
This is a 96,000 milliamp POTA battery. We took it out last weekend and hooked a 7300 up to it and just hammered at it for about 5 hours. It was great.
96,000 milliamps.
Correct.
So 96
amp hours.
96 amp hours.
That's pretty small for 96 amp hours.
It is
That's
pretty
nice.
small.
It is,
Yeah.
it is also lithium ion phosphate batteries inside. It has a MPPT solar controller on it as well to have up to 150 watt solar panel.
Boom.
Wow, that's inside. Wow.
So I can see Charlie's face right now going,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna, yeah. You need to get one of those in Charlie's hands so he can go
Please.
soda with that,
Oh,
because
man.
the rest of us are POTA nuts, but Charlie actually climbs mountains for a living. So yeah,
Well, I'm
yeah.
gonna bring it down here and let y'all take a look at it. I would like your opinions on it, and if it's worthy, then we're going to go buy a whole bunch of them. This has been in the process for about 6 months so far.
Mhm.
We will have no less than 6 new battery products for you guys to peruse and look at and give us your opinion on. There will be a 100 amp hour battery box that will be parked underneath the Bronco.
That's
As
the
your
one I'm
tire
waiting
will be-
for. That's the
Wondrous.
that's what I wondered if you were that's what I thought you were showing a minute ago.
Yep.
He's making a hardened battery box that you can park a freaking car on top of.
Wait, 1 second. Back that up. Define hardened.
I just said it. You could park a freaking car on top of it. What more do you need to know?
Well, usually
I mean,
hardened's
my God.
EMP proof. So
Oh no,
some
it's
other
just
things-
it's just like roll it down a mountain proof. So,
It'll hold
Industrial
up-
strength.
yeah.
It'll hold up to 100 amp hour battery. It's got 4 large Andersons on it. It's got a single 175 amp Anderson on it, so you can hook it up to a house and run the stuff off of it if you want.
Wow.
It is thermally controlled via fans. It'll do everything.
Have you tested those fans for RFI?
Does it do APRS?
Actually, yeah.
That's the only thing that matters.
That's the only
No.
thing that matters.
This is what y'all want too.
What is this?
This is the new
Dibs.
Nicor
Dibs.
EDC 27. This is
Dibs.
a 3,000 lumen flashlight.
I
It is
I
shaped
need that in my life.
like a pocket knife.
Pin
It
him,
is literally
Jason.
shaped like a
Pin
pocket
him.
knife.
Let's get more details. on this.
I have dibs on everything. I wouldn't have allowed
Man,
Jason to
that's
come on the
awesome.
show if I didn't have dibs on all this stuff. So you guys just cool your jets. Mike's over there like, damn it.
It's a flashlight, man.
It's a flashlight, man. Yeah. Hey, dude. I tell you what, that guy at Soltac at Hamcation, I was telling the guys at
Yeah.
LED Lenser about that guy. I'm like, yeah, the guys at Soltac, they had 6 people deep the whole show, and all they were doing was selling flashlights, good flashlights too.
They were great flashlights.
I know. So I was talking to the guys at the Moore Expo last week, and I'm like, because the guy who owns LED Lenser is a freaking ham. I met him last year, and I'm walking by his table, and he's like, hey, Jason, I watch your show. Can you help me program my ID52? And I'm like, yeah, I got one of those. What's up? So we sat there and talked for like 15 minutes. He's a great dude. So got an affiliate program spun up with that dude. So, but yeah, no,
Nice.
flashlights are cool, man. The people go gaga over flashlights but yeah.
It'll be there. I'll show it to
yeah.
you guys. It is currently in stock right now. So that one you can buy today.
Sweet. There you go. Okay. I actually didn't know about that one.
How much is it?
It's $89.
Rechargeable
It's not a bad
USB-C.
USB-C. It's got an OLED display on it. It'll tell you no matter what you're on. It'll tell you how many hours or minutes or seconds you have until it dies.
Wow.
Mm.
Really?
Yep. It is super fast charging too.
45 Auto says, he said flashlight, and Lon started driving to the GigaParts store. That's awesome.
So, like I said, we're going to have a lot of battery tech there. And we're going to have smaller batteries, bigger batteries, and everything in between for y'all to check out. And if I get the right kind of feedback, then they all go into production quick.
How do you guys think that Explorer backpack came about?
Mm-hmm.
True story. Was that last year? It seems like longer ago.
That was last year.
So last year
Yep.
it was Frank, myself, KM4ACK, Jason, and Mike. Were you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was the four of us. Maybe one more person was there with us. I can't remember right now. We were testing. We were critiquing a prototype backpack that Jason had at the GigaParts store, and guess what exists on the website now? So
I think the one that we all draw to be like, yes, I want this.
yeah.
That's how the battery box. That's how our battery box came to fruition too.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
I promise you, we will take everybody's feedback and make whatever product needs to get made for it.
I say this,
including APRS radio.
Including
Right.
You know, we need a keyboard to plug into Mike's FT5 so we can figure out how to send messages from it. So
you should watch the video because that's not the point of the video.
I saw the video pop up. I was putting down new flooring in my bedroom today, so I haven't watched it yet, but I will.
How about the kitchen?
Kitchen's done.
Is it?
I'm working on the upstairs now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole downstairs is done.
Did you finally fix the crack?
I'm not on crack. I don't smoke crack.
Do you have
That's
like
not what
a
he
giant
has.
gap, a crack in?
Oh, that's done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's done. The downstairs we had someone do. The upstairs I'm doing myself, and I'm like 80% done with it. So anyway, so I saw that video pop up today, and I will go watch it, Mike, because I'm intrigued about what you have to say. But GigaParts, and I've said this before in several videos. You know, you guys in the audience can believe me or not. It's fine. I don't promote companies and stores and products that I don't believe in. I talk about products and stores and companies that I do believe in after I've tested them. That's a very high level overview, but somebody left. I pissed somebody off. Somebody dropped off just then. So, was it Kyle? No, it's not Kyle. He's right.
What?
So, GigaParts is doing a great job by proselytizing, if I can use that word, ham radio to other communities, namely the overland community. They've set up at several overland shows last year and had stuff up there. And and you would be surprised the number of ham radio operators, licensed hams that are at these shows and walking up and say, "Oh, hey, I didn't know you guys were here. I've got my license. Here's my call sign," that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Dude, and they're $1 million earth roamers.
I know it. Yeah. So, craziness. Very craziness. So, dude, thanks for being here, man. I hope you hang out for the night. Racer X07, thank you for the 762 super chat magic number. Charlie, you're next, buddy. What's going on?
Hey there. Good to see everybody and be on board with Happy Hour tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The newest thing for me is late in the game, but I have a Discord channel up. So those of you who
I saw that
haven't joined, you can join. And what I do is I throw all of my Summits on the Air activations and stuff on there, and all the other content for the most part, but I throw it in the exclusive chat or channel first for the members, you know, the premium members for my channel. And actually, that's a new thing too. I'm trying to build the membership. I haven't really got a whole lot yet, but you know, some of the things that I'll do is private giveaways in there and some exclusive content and stuff. So it should be good. So if you guys haven't joined, and you want some of that stuff, go for it. But let's see, coming up, I've got this review. I think tomorrow I'll release the video in the private chat for this review of this little paddle here. I've got 2 or 3 others that I've still got to review. You know, so it's a never-ending flow of paddle reviews, and then Summits on the Air activations, and then other stuff. Sweet. You know, wherever.
Good. We're planning a trip next year. Charlie was basically in charge of planning the Grand Canyon trip last year, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to do something. Charlie and Frank and I were at Quartz Fest this last January, and we kind of talked about what we want to do for next year. So we've got something brewing. We'll kind of hold that off for now, but yeah, we got something in the works but it's for next year. So July, I think of 2024.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
We're waiting on Frank. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things.
Hey, well, I'm working on it. Yes.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
happening.
it's actually too early to book anything. I think, because they won't let you book that far in advance. So,
Right.
But that's cool. So yeah, everybody be quiet. Kyle was sleeping. Mike, I was just seeing that, dude. Oh, that's funny. All right, thanks, Charlie, for being here, buddy.
Yeah, yep. Let me grab the Discord link here. Somebody asked for
Yeah,
it.
drop it in there. You should have admin. Go ahead and drop it in there. Scott, what's going on, man? How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, under the circumstances, I'm doing okay, I guess. Every day I get a little bit better, and
good.
Yeah, it's just working along. I've been working on my website, my Ham Radio for Non-Techies website, and trying to come up with some more topics for some videos I can do, so I can sit up long enough to be in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And gonna have a antenna review and an antenna build coming out pretty soon. So
rock on.
Get those shot and get those going. I want to stay relevant. I don't want to get lost in the fold. The algorithm goes. You got to keep the algorithm fed, or it ditches you.
Yeah. You got to keep it happy.
Yeah.
So for sure. Good. Well, hey, man, it's good to see you on here. I'm glad you were able to join tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's the status on your vehicle? Are they is insurance gonna replace it, or what's going on with that?
And the vehicle's totaled, and what they gave the car won't even buy me another one of those.
Ah, okay.
So I'm still trying to get, I'm selling my Harley right now, trying to sell my Harley.
Oh,
and
man.
I was just can't ride a Harley with a broken neck.
Yeah.
So I think my days of riding are probably over for at least the foreseeable future, and I don't want my bike sitting there rotting in the garage. It needs to be ridden, and it's loud and fast and looks killer. So somebody needs to get their ass on the back of it and ride it for me.
I'm gonna buy a Harley when I turn 50.
That's what I did.
But I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly when that is. So y'all
hey,
have to
why
keep
wait?
guessing on that. So yeah, I told my wife I was gonna buy a Harley when I turned 40, and that didn't happen. So she said, between 0 and 10 years, I'm not going to tell you how close to 50 I am. She said between 0 and 10 years to kind of let that churn in her head. So when I come home with a Harley one day, I'm going to be like, 10 years?
I'm waiting for her comments.
What model is it, Scott?
I got a 2011 Dyna Wide Glide. And if you know anything about Harleys, they don't make the Dyna Wide Glide anymore because they had to make all these new sissy mobiles for the millennials. So the Dyna Wide Glide kind of went by the wayside. And
dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like, there was a legit story in the news a couple weeks ago. My wife showed this to me. She's like, this was a meme, and now it's actually happened. About some millennial that tried to steal a car that was a stick shift, and they didn't know how to drive it, so they ran.
There you go.
And I'm like, I don't see him making Harleys for millennials. Now, a really good friend of mine's a millennial, but he's like, he thinks like I do. I'm just
Do they make electric Harleys?
I don't know.
They do.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
They've got a $5,000 electric bicycle.
They're called an e-bike.
There's speakers on it that make it go vroom vroom.
Yeah, you get this little squirrely hat and
you push a button. You push a button and it's got the bell ring on it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, I'm trying to get that sold, and hopefully going to use that. Whatever. I'm still doing stuff with the GoFundMe thing, which I never had a chance to actually thank you in person, but I really thank you for setting that up. And
don't thank me, man. Thank the ham radio community.
Oh, the ham radio community has been fantastic. I mean, everybody that's helped out with that. I really really appreciate it. Every little bit helps right now. The medical bills have exceeded $143,000.
Wow,
Jesus.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's getting worse.
So, well, man, I'm glad you're doing better. You're upright. You've been alert through the whole thing, even before the surgery. So I'm glad to see you're at least home and doing your thing down there. So let us know if you need anything.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep, you bet. Kyle, you want to say something before you pass out?
Oh no.
Hi.
You've got my name in the bottom corner of your screen.
I can't get it together today, Jason.
That's all right.
I do have so I recorded a 3-part Node Red series that I'm trying to build up my Node Red stuff. I'm gonna release that on Sunday. So all 3 parts are coming out, and I've got I was telling Jason the other at More Expo, which I had a blast at. I'm going to go next year. I think Jason and I are going to try and go to East, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. But we've got some other plans going on. But yeah, that overlanding stuff, it's like so ripe for ham radio. You know,
it really is. Yeah, I'm just amazed. I've been to 4 overland shows now, if you don't count Quartz Fest, which is kind of like a both. But I went to Overland Expo East in 2021, and last year I went to Overland Expo Mountain in Colorado, the Moore Expo. I went to a little one out here called Texas Avid Outdoors. There wasn't much there. And then I went to the Moore Expo again this year. So 4 really decent-sized shows. And I am just floored at the number of people who came up to me and, oh, hey, I'm a ham. Here's my call sign. It's like you don't even have to bring ham radio to the show. It's already there. It's just dormant.
Yeah.
And let's just wake it up and tell people about it, because I mean, people are already, yeah, you're right. It's totally ripe for ham radio at those shows. Absolutely.
The cool thing about those shows is, like, we just on Friday night, we just walked around and was just asking people about their rig, and we told them we were ham radio operators, and they were asking us questions, and it was just like that vibe. It's like, I guess it's any other festival that you go to, but it's you know, it reminds me of Huntsville, or it reminds me of Hamvention, all the ham fests, where people are they just want to talk about ham radio.
Right.
And we just walked around and we're talking about antennas, and we mentioned ham radio, and we got into conversations. Like, everyone was so friendly. It was it was double the size. It was great. It was awesome. But I'm definitely going to go next year, and
we want to kind of we got a whole year, because it was just last weekend, so we got a whole year to plan this. But we want to try to get a couple 3 months in advance of next year. We want to try to start promoting and say, okay, let's buy our tickets, let's go out there, let's all meet there at the same time on Thursday. This year they opened the doors to the camping area at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Springfield, Missouri is in Central Time, so it was easy for me. It's only a 6-hour drive. And we want to try to meet everybody who's interested in coming out can come out and meet us out there. And we're going to try to meet there, noon or so, and then all drive in together, because it's not dispersed camping, but when you drive in with somebody, they just say, hey, go over there, so it's organized dispersed camping, if you will. but we'll just meet there, and then we want to kind of park our cars in a semicircle, and I'm going to bring that freaking buddy hex. We're going to put up a hex beam, and that will get some attention. So
I guarantee you, if we put a GOTA station there and we start contacting parks, I mean, overland people love national parks, they love state parks. If you can pair that with you can go into a state park in Moab, and you could have all of those parks, and you could pair ham radio with your overlanding. It's going to be mind-blowing for some of those people.
Shane set up his IC 7300 on Thursday night when we got there, after we got camp set up. Shane set up his IC 7300 and his Buddy Stick Pro vertical antenna. Nothing, people didn't even see it. It's a small antenna. But he was hunting POTA. And he worked I don't think he actually worked any of these guys, but he heard an S51, like a Cayman Island station, whoever S51 is. That famous guy that's always on the air. Kyle, you know who he is.
Who? What?
S51, is it Poland or is it it's some famous guy, some famous DXer that's always on the air.
Oh.
And if I said his call sign, you know him. But
okay.
Anyway, so we heard some South American stations and a couple others like that. So it was fun because people would walk by and they'd be like, "Did that guy just say he was in Florida?" Yeah, sure was. We're talking to him on the radio.
Slavko.
So Slavko, that's him. Yeah. Slavko.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm blanking. I'm just like, who are you talking about?
Yeah. No, you're wasted. I get it. But it's Slavko. Yeah, S51DX. That's right. And so we heard him. We couldn't get back to him. It's just a Buddy Stick Pro. But the point is that is a cool environment to be in. So we're gonna hex beam it next year with a group of cars, and everyone is welcome to come. You guys are welcome to meet us out there. We'll probably start talking about it sometime next February. So just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, fun show, really fun show. Good deal. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks.
If you want to go to sleep, Kyle had. Now he's going to tell you I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. He's wrong. Kyle had this freaking Plano tackle box that was like 6 layers. You open it up and it's like 6 layers inside of this box thing, and he had every connector and adapter and USB connection and 16 different type of radios connection in this box, and we're just like, Shane and I are like, what the hell is that thing? He had everything. He's like, oh, you need one of these? You need a something for a KX3? Here you go.
Jason was trying to put his diesel heater together. It's like, hey, do you have a discombobulator Fortang? And I'm like, yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
If your flex capacitor breaks, Kyle's got a part for it in his box down here. So So I'm like, what is that? And he's like, I don't know. So I just started searching Amazon. I'm like, that's it. And I went and freaking bought one. There's one in the house. Right? I was going to bring it out here, but I got to do a video on that because Kyle's got a video on it that's 3 years old. He's going to do a new video for us. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a video after. I don't want to steal his thunder, but that was a kick-ass freaking box, dude. One of everything.
You cannot pack any more stuff into that tackle box.
It was definitely a POTA box. It's not something Charlie would put in a backpack, but man, if you go out to field day or to POTA activation, it is worth having. So, yeah, that was fun.
Did you fix your generator before going out there? Because you were having generator issues at Belton.
Right. So I didn't need the generator out there. Didn't try it. But when I got home yesterday, I was cleaning out my truck, and I pulled the cord in the generator 5 or 6 times, and it started right up, and I let it run.
We had.
I don't know.
Jason, tell them all the solar we had going on at More
Dude,
Expo.
We got there at Thursday about 3:30. Kyle arrived like maybe an hour later than that. So it was between like 3:30 and 4:30. We stayed there until Sunday at like 9 or 10 a.m. is when we left out. Kyle and I left out of there about that time. We spent the entire time off grid. It was solar, batteries, no generators, no AC 110 volt, nothing. I had my 300 watts GigaParts panel charging battery in the truck. I had another 150 watt panel charging some other stuff, and then Kyle had one of my power film panels charging his refrigerator or whatever it was.
Yep.
And yeah, we just spent 3 days off grid. It was fun. It was a fun experience. So a little bit cold, but a little bit cold at night, I should say. But it was a fun experience. So yeah, good deal. Thanks, man. I need to go on to Steve, so I know he's chomping at the bit over there. What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I started an RV channel last summer, and then we had 6 months of winter, so I finally got the RV out of the barn this year, and the snow hasn't even 100% melted up here, so that'll start picking up again. But yeah, and then apparently after watching Mike's video today, I've got an APRS video I've got to make, and I've got some other stuff in the pipeline that I'm working on. I jammed out 3 more videos today, so
good.
So much radio content, so much fun stuff in this hobby.
We met someone at the More Expo who was from Wisconsin. And the guy started, he started talking to us. He's like, oh, we're from Wisconsin. And I'm like, yes, you are. That's true.
Exactly.
I was like, I'm going to make fun of your accent, but I'm from Texas. You can make fun of my accent, and we can be friends. And he's like, okay, cool. So, and he's a cool guy.
You guys are fixing to be friends?
And yeah, we're fixing to be. And then I told him your story, Steve, about how you came to Hamcation in February, and you had 17 layers of clothes on, and you're like, yeah, it's minus 35 at home, and I'm like, you are out of your freaking mind to live.
It was crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Last winter was probably the worst amount of snow we've had. It wasn't terribly cold. It's been colder here, but like I said, the snow still hasn't melted today. I mean, we have mostly grass and a little bit of snow piles left over from all the plowing I had to do, but it was crazy. I mean, your world just gets smaller and smaller. I've got almost 40 acres here, and by the end of the snow, I had like a driveway. That was it.
He said it was
only because I plowed it.
This was last weekend, and he said, oh yeah, we were looking at the weather back home, and it just snowed 4 inches last night. And I'm like, it's freaking April, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, it snowed a couple of days ago here, but it's warm enough now that it melts all in the same day. So we're lucky on that.
So what's your RV channel, dude?
It's called Living for a Living. I'm going to drop a link in the chat.
Yeah, drop a link in the chat. People are asking. I was going to ask anyway. So I have an RV / off-grid type channel. My channel hadn't found its sea legs yet, but my most popular videos are about my RV. So my channel is called Unplugged. So we should do some collabs together, Steve.
Definitely.
About RV and stuff, because I have people coming by my channel and being like, "Hey, what radio do you do?" And I'm like, "This isn't a radio channel, man. Go away." But most of my subs are ham radio guys. They've been really gracious in subbing to that new channel. So
yeah, they follow you around. It's great.
Yeah, no, it is great. That's exactly true. Drop mine in there as well. Okay, let me click.
Ken, this is my last winter here, man. I don't want to buy any more winter gear. I'm done.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're gonna need a pair of Crocs when you're moving down here.
Yes, exactly.
Are you coming? Are you moving down here next year?
Just going to be driving around. I
gonna...
technically reside. I domicile in South Dakota, and then my mail goes to Texas because I'm using escapees. But I have no idea where I'll be. It just depends. I'm following weather. No more house.
I've been trying to get my wife to do that. I'm like, look, we don't even have to do that the whole year. We could sell our house here, which I'm gonna really miss my internet if we sell our house here. Let's be honest here. But we could get like a really nice Sprinter type van and hit the road for the summer, and then Labor Day we could go to Galveston, which we always spend the week of Labor Day in Galveston, and we could just stay there for the rest of the year because we own that house down there anyway. And then when the weather starts to warm up, February, March of the next year, get in the van and hit the road and rent the house and do everything. Yep. I think that'd
come
be
up
fun.
North. It's really nice up north during the summer.
During the summer, yes, I would love to go up north during the summer.
Low humidity, rarely gets above 85 for it might hit 90 like the last 3 days of July, maybe the beginning of August, but that's it, man. I live in a 100-year-old house that has never had air conditioning in it.
Jeez.
Wow.
I'd like to go to Chicago, get some deep dish, but I have to bulletproof my vehicle first. But I mean,
Chicago's not that bad. You go to the south side, it's bad. You go to the north side, it's okay.
People don't shoot back in Chicago. That's the problem with that city. But
bulletproof yourself along with your vehicle.
Yeah, no doubt.
Chicago's awesome. I love Chicago.
I've been to Chicago a bunch of times. I used to work for a company that was in Chicago. We'd go up there a couple times a year. It was okay. It was you know what? I don't like the cold wind. That was my main complaint about Chicago. I never actually heard gunfire when I was up there, but I don't like the cold wind. So
you should come to St. Louis. You'll hear gunfire.
Yeah. My wife says I've got too much stuff. We've discussed this, and too many dogs. The dogs we can deal with, honey. We just get an extended van, and I've offered to sell. I've offered to sell all my stuff, and she doesn't think I'm serious. Well, there's one way to find out about that.
Well, you've been a great start doing those mystery boxes.
I know it. Yeah, I just put all my stuff in a mystery box and ship it out to people. So good. Cool, Steve. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Aaron,
by the way, Frank.
Yeah, go ahead.
I made a contact with you on the radio today, Frank. I don't think you even noticed.
I know what I didn't notice. I was running a pile up. I was in pilot mode all the time. The only person I pulled out was Jason, antenna Jason, smart Jason, and we talked because I was using his antenna and I made a linked dipole out of it. But dude, why didn't you say anything, Steve? Man, I feel bad
I give
now.
you a big shout out. Hey, Tank Radio, and you're like, oh yeah, that's
so
awesome.
So I was referred to. He referred to Jason as smart Jason just now.
Yes.
And so he's talking about not me, in other words. But he doesn't know the call sign of KM9G. So let's think about who's smart here.
Well, no, it was, dude. I had 100.
And Frank's been muted. I love God mode. God mode is awesome. It's freaking awesome. Okay.
Yeah, everybody hears my call sign at least once a day.
Yeah. Let's go on to Aaron. Aaron, what's up, dude? You waited too long. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Been out of it a little bit, kind of dealing with stuff around home and that. I haven't done a whole lot on the channel in a while. I'm trying to get back into it. Did get to do a little group build here first part of this week, Monday night. A lot of our local club folks, as well as the local races group that part of, we did get together and built the infed half-wave antenna that I similar to the one that I made myself. So everybody had a good time with that. I think we ended up building about 15 of them. So other than that, that's about all it's been for ham radio. It must be something in the water, because I've been begging the wife, trying to talk her into doing the whole sell everything and getting the RV and travel.
Yeah.
So
I got her into watching van life videos. She watches all these van life videos on YouTube. Mostly about what is it with single women buying vans and living in the van and making YouTube channels. I mean,
they're millionaires. That's what it is.
Yeah. And my wife's like, what do they do for a living? They do YouTube. I'm telling you right now, they're all YouTubers.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Money on all the social media.
Oh my gosh,
platforms.
it's
they
like
show the sites. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, Kyle and I discovered we followed the same this chick Maddie Taylor. He was talking about this channel he followed. I'm like, he's like, yeah, I think her name's Maddie Taylor. Yeah. I was like, dude, we watch her all the time. My wife really likes her channel. So
she's not the young one that bought the older U-Haul and converting it in.
No,
that's another one I followed.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it is a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So Maddie Taylor, she bought her own Dodge ProMaster van and took it to her brother's house, and they did the build out themselves.
Yeah.
Which intrigues me because, honestly, I want to buy a van and do the build out myself because I like doing stuff like that. To say, well, you could buy one that's used cheaper. Maybe. But would the buy one I use cheaper be wired for a GigaParts of solar and ham radio? I'm going to put like 16 radios in the sucker. So it's going to be like a mobile ham shack version of van life. So
Jason's going rover.
See, that's what I've been talking to the wife, we've been looking at fifth wheels and doing all that. And I think it'd go the toy hauler mode, and I'll turn the whole garage into a ham outfit and
totally
deck it all out with good mobile internet so we can work from the road instead of whatever. So been probably a good 9 months to a year. Been talking to her about that, but
see,
I would just recent last few weeks have kind of started changing her mind to agree with me.
Good.
The whole time I've lived here, never could I remember ever earthquakes, but we've had 2 earthquakes in the last 2 weeks with probably a dozen aftershocks.
Wow.
And the epicenter is only about 1 mile to 2 miles from my house.
Oh wow.
The last one over the weekend was a 3.6. I couldn't believe it.
Oh wow.
Yep. So
yeah, just
agree with me.
My wife's always telling me I have too much stuff, and I'm like, well, I've found a cure for that.
Yeah.
Like sell everything and hit the road, man, because I'm just
tell her to use a 6-month rule. If I haven't looked for it or tried to use it in 6 months, now it goes.
Yeah. Yep. It's true.
Mariah Alice. That's the one that you're talking about, Aaron.
Yeah.
So you got to be a chick. You got to have a van, and then you got to have a YouTube channel that has 2 first names.
Yeah.
Down by the
I'm gonna agree with
That's
this.
good. That's good.
Yep.
I'm good with that. Yeah, and a lot of these,
everybody at Dayton, though. So.
Oh, you're gonna be there?
My hotel. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Excellent. So we're gonna have it. If you were at Dayton last year, the campsite where my RV was is going to be in the same spot this year, and everybody's welcome.
Cool.
Everybody's welcome to hang there during the day.
Cigars.
We're gonna get the.
Jason, you need to load your trailer up full of chairs.
That is yeah. Well, unless we sit outside, right?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Because if we're gonna spend Friday night hanging out there,
yeah.
Remember last year we were kind of all in the trailer, but then
that was because of rain.
That's because of rain.
But I mean, whenever we went outside, we all had to sit on the ground, and it was a little wet.
Well, I have 3 chairs, maybe 4.
Bring
I
your
will
own
get you 2 more.
chair.
Frank will bring a chair. I get Frank to bring his chair. Mike to bring his chair. Chair is however many.
Yeah, I've got like 1.
Okay.
Is Electra coming?
Yeah. She'll be in the truck.
Oh, puppy.
So yeah, I will.
I will. If you're driving and you plan on hanging out with us, bring some chairs.
Bring a chair. At least one, if not a couple. So yeah. So we're gonna hang out there. So we're gonna get there, Mike. I got to talk to you about I'm gonna change my plans just slightly. We're gonna get there either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. And Wednesday night we will be hanging at the campsite. So everybody who's there Wednesday night's welcome to come by. Thursday night's 4 days in May. Friday night we don't really have any plans. So we talked about like maybe just, hey, let's come totally crash the campgrounds that night. We're gonna YouTuberfy ham radio this sucker and make him kick us out or something. And then Saturday night, of course, is Troll Pub. But during the day at Hamvention on Friday and Saturday and even Sunday, if you get tired of walking around, you just want a break, come out to the campsite. It's right outside. It's right behind the building where GigaParts is. It's about a 2-minute walk behind the GigaParts building.
Not even that.
Not even that. No, yeah, not even that really. And it'll be out there, and I'll give you guys the key code to my truck, and I'll have the keys in the trailer sitting in the door of the truck, and you can come hang out and just kind of chill and whatever. So, of course, we'll all be on the radio because we're hams. We're not GMRS people that go to overland shows and never turn on our radios. We're hams, so we'll have the radio on. We can all talk to each other. It's magic of radio. So, awesome time. But yeah, looking forward to Hamvention, absolutely. Rhea, saw you join. What's up? How are you?
Well, I guess this is the first post ARL Rhea on the happy hour. I'm doing fine, actually. I'm doing
good.
Good.
Love to see you on here.
How's the new gig with Bofang turning out?
Yeah. How's your Bofang career going?
Well, I'm packing for my big trip to China. I'm going to bring a whole suitcase full of English. Okay.
Good. They need it over there. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna bring a couple of spectrum analyzers because they need that too.
They absolutely need that too. Yeah. Jeez.
And it's going good. No, as you know, I'm with ARDC now, and they're bang up stuff. I'm actually going to be at Dayton Hamvention, and I'm also going to be at the Friedrichshafen Ham Radio in Germany in June.
Wow.
Pretty excited by that.
Sweet. Okay.
And there's other stuff coming up too.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you still with EcoFlow?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm working on the new blade lawnmower, the Glacier fridge. I've had that running in the Tesla testing. I left that thing for a week at Newark Airport as I went to the NAB show. And it came back nice and cold. I had nice cold soda waiting for me in the car trunk.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah, so it's good stuff. I'm actually probably going to release a video on it soon.
They said they would send me one of those.
Yeah.
They sent me the River 2 Pro Max, the new design.
Right, the new River 2 Pro.
Yeah, it's excellent. I love it. And just like yesterday, I've been talking with them over email. Just like yesterday, I think they shipped the new Delta 2 Max. And wow, that thing is freaking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have one too.
Yeah.
But
okay, good.
It has some new specs. Yeah, it's good.
They wanted me to they asked me if I had a generator, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course I've got like 3. Yep. So I'm gonna take that thing to the deer camp and run the whole deer lease on it for like a weekend. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I have it. I have that and an extra battery.
Yeah.
And there's some other stuff we're working on I can't talk about yet, but there's gonna be some pretty decent stuff this year.
Cool. They're nice folks to email with, and they've been very generous. So I'm looking forward to trying their stuff more. So
they love their KOLs.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. See you, Gaston. Yeah, he sent a message saying he was leaving.
See you, bud.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. That dude gets up at 3:30 every morning and goes and runs 5 miles.
Jesus.
That is the definition of not Jason or dedication.
Jesus actually is still sleeping.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, yeah.
And that's why I'm not in the Army anymore either.
He's a fun guy to hang out with. So cool. Thank you for joining, Rhea. Feel free to hop in. You're not shy, so I'm not going to tell you how it works. You already know.
That's right.
But so there's a guy that just joined the chat saying overlanding for fun.
Ooh, nice.
I had to wait to be able to chat, but I started adding POTA videos to my overlanding Ford Bronco YouTube channel. It's taken off bigly. Are you? I assume you're from Canada, and that's okay. That's okay. I know a lot of cool people from Canada. So, dude, send me your.
That's a Trumpism.
Yeah, that's a Trump thing.
Bigly.
He said that.
Okay. Yeah, Trump says a lot of stuff, dude. So, I know what I'm talking about. So, it's overlanding for fun. You won't be able to post a URL in the chat, but send me an email and send me the link to your channel, kc5hwb@gmail.com. I would love to check your channel out, dude.
I suspect it's probably overlanding for fun.
It might be.
Yeah. So there's one
Yep.
thing going on my channel that people should check out. It's the new synopsis of the potential changes to the 60-meter band.
Cool.
And yeah, we're gonna get a new allocation, but we might lose some. But the FCC is asking for comments, and they're gonna be asking for comments. So I'm telling people what kind of comments they should be making. You know,
Good. Okay.
Yeah, essentially, we're probably gonna. The NTIA wants us off the 5 channels. We're getting a continuous allocation at 15 watts ERP, which is like 10 watts, you know, in a dipole.
Yeah.
And but the FCC is saying, well, you know, let's hear why you want the 5 channels that we already have. And the ARL actually made some good arguments, emergency communications and interoperability. So, you know, hopefully we get to keep it.
I hope so too. It's my favorite band when it comes to NVIS. It works great with
Yes.
NVIS.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's and we do that a lot with Summits on the Air with the locals. I'd be sad if we were not going to use that anymore.
Yeah, well, when the comments open, you know, file your comments.
Please,
Give
I
them
don't
hell,
know.
Charlie.
We want to protect all of our band
Yes.
allocations.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, Ria, do you know anything about this HR 9670 bill that was introduced at the end of the cycle term or whatever it was called, and they had planned to reintroduce it in the new session, congressional session?
Yeah, so that is the one. So essentially ARL has been trying to get the private land use restrictions bill passed for a long time.
Right.
And essentially this is just the latest, you know, effort at that. Hopefully there's different strategy, different lobbyists. They're going to go for a different method this time of trying to get it passed. I wish them the best of luck. I hope they do it. You know, your director down there, who's a good friend of mine, John Robert Stratton in Texas, he is one of the people on the legislative advocacy committee, and he knows his stuff.
Yes, I talked to him at the Belton Ham Expo 2 or 3 weekends ago for about 20 minutes, and that was part of the discussion. And he's probably gonna come onto the channel, or maybe he just send me some stuff, and we'll talk about that soon. But I don't know. So, you know, people, you know how commenters on YouTube are, right? So some people have commented like, "Oh, well, they introduced it, and then the session ended, and they never reintroduced it, so they did it wrong." I'm like, that was kind of part of their plan. They knew it was going to expire at the end of the last session. They were going to reintroduce it again, and I thought it had been reintroduced, but I don't know for sure.
So my understanding is they're looking for good co-sponsors, and you know, without going into too much of our strategy, I was supposed to talk to some people here in New Jersey as well too, and I'm going to have my successor do that. He's actually he used to work at a congressman's office. He was a congressional aide, so
Cool.
he knows the ins and outs.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, that'll be fun to see.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So, yeah, we went through the whole list of everybody, and we lost a couple of people. Jason at GigaParts, he dropped out. He never stays long, and that's cool. But you guys definitely make plans to come by the GigaParts booth at Hamvention if you're going. See all the new cool stuff they have, and all of us will be at the GigaParts booth at some point in time during the show. Probably not at the same time, but you guys come by and say hi to us. That's where we'll be hanging out most of the time, I think. Either that or in the park. I shouldn't say we can't drink inside the convention, because I have totally done that in the past.
Yeah, you
but
can.
They sell beer.
Yeah,
They sell beer to walk
Yeah, they do
around.
sell
Come
beer.
on now.
They do sell beer. But yes, but you can smoke cigars outside at the RV park, and that's where we'll be.
Yes,
a lot of the
I'm not
time,
even
so,
going to
yeah,
try to smoke inside. So
No, I don't think they let you do that. But.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Hamvention. Hamvention is going to be a fun freaking show. 2 weeks from it. 2 weeks, I think. So, Mike, what I want to do, last year you came down here and stayed up here, I should say, and stayed in my guest room on Monday, and we left out of here Tuesday morning. What I would like to do is when you get here Monday evening, I want to hit the road and drive for 5 hours, something like that, till we get tired. Find some place, camp, get up the next morning. If we camp at a POTA spot, great, we'll activate. Spend an hour activating.
I can leave whenever. So
okay. And then, well, I know you're concerned about your cat, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have someone at home to watch him. But if we leave out of here Monday and drive for 5 hours or so till midnight or so, whatever, and then we can get up Tuesday morning and hit the road and be at Xenia Tuesday night. And even if it's dark, I'll just set up camp. And then we'll be there all day on Wednesday. I'm going to live stream from the camp on Wednesday. It will be a completely Frank-free Wednesday live stream. So it'll be really fun. Really fun. Hey, Frank, you're the one who bought your ticket for Wednesday night, dude. That's not my fault. I didn't force you to do that.
Point of order. Let's say bye to T.O. He's got to run.
Oh, you leaving, Steve?
Bye, Steve.
Yeah, see everybody.
Later, T.O.
All right, man. See ya.
Tomorrow morning, Coffee and Ham Radios.
Coffee and Ham Radio. Woo!
Share a link if you have a pre-planned live stream, Steve.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. See ya, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will be there Tuesday night. We'll set up camp, just kind of crash, and then we'll get up Wednesday. We'll have all day on Wednesday to do whatever the hell. We'll hang out at the camp most of the time, I think. And then Thursday, we got 4 days in May, which I plan to go to. You can go or not go, whatever you want to do. And then, kind of go that way. That's what I want to do. So
when are we going to be home?
We will leave Sunday afternoonish.
Okay.
And drive
That's what we did last year. Didn't we get home Monday night last year?
I think so. Yeah, we can drive for 5 or 6 hours on Sunday, camp somewhere, and then drive the rest of the way on Monday, be home Monday evening-ish.
Yeah.
That's a long time. It's a whole
It's-
week.
Yeah.
It's a 16-hour drive. And with the camper it takes a little bit longer. So
Yeah, get it.
it is what it is, but yeah, I mean, when you're driving that far and pulling a camper, you want to stay for a whole week. I don't want to stay for 2 nights and come around, turn around and come back. That's a waste of time. So
some guys are saying we should be beaconing APRS the whole way.
We will be. Hey, we did last year.
Yeah.
I've been beaconing APRS on road trips for like 2 years, guys. So yeah,
Mhm.
I know you're making fun of Mike right now, and I'm totally cool with that.
So I will try to
Jason.
make a point to swing by Sunday and drop off chairs and maybe a couple
should-
other things to help
yes.
us out in the camp.
You should do that. should do
Someone else was talking. Craig, was that
Swing
you?
by Sunday.
Yeah.
You need to swing by
quick
before
question
that.
Quick question about Texas. Do you guys still have that nighttime speed limit?
What
Huh?
nighttime
We
speed
don't
limit?
have a daytime speed limit.
Oh, when I used to drive
speed limit.
semis, there was 2 signs. You'd have a white with black numbers for the daytime, and then they had a black background sign
Yes.
with
I know
white
what
numbers
you're
They
for
do
talking
that,
nighttime.
about,
yes.
and I
That's
have not
just
seen
for-
that in years.
Well, no. They still
know if
have
that's
that, but
right.
it's just for trucks. It's just for semis. For people
do-
in regular cars, no.
What about anyone pulling a trailer like you with your
No.
camper? Oh, okay. So in
Doesn't matter.
California,
the big
California,
ones.
it's 55 for anyone pulling a trailer. You could have a little
Oh no.
Wow.
pulling a Yugo with your stupid
Nope.
U-Haul.
Get out of the dark ages. Who goes 55?
Well, we're going.
Well, it's
we're going.
California.
We're going east, so it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to get to Texarkana, and that's the direction we're going on a 16-hour trip. So like 1/6 of the trip to Dayton is in Texas, so it doesn't even matter.
I've
But,
driven across
no.
10 and 20 going through Texas.
No,
That-
we're not.
that's
We're
a
not
2 or
that
3
far.
day.
We're
I
not
don't-
that far south.
I don't.
No.
Honestly, I don't think I've never seen those signs between here and Houston, or even here in Austin anymore. I think those have been all lifted.
No, I've
It's
not
only
seen
been
any.
one.
Could be. It could.
I
be.
used to
I've,
see him.
I've seen them somewhere recently, but
saw
I
him-
can't remember where it was.
I used to see him coming into the 10 down there in El Piss Hole. And they had some.
I can only talk between Dallas and Austin and Dallas and Houston. So there's my 2 cents.
I've been all over Texas, and I've seen those signs before, but again, they're just for, it says trucks. And when I read trucks, I read 18-wheelers, and I don't drive an 18-wheeler, so I ignore those signs. And all the years I've driven in Texas, I've never been pulled over and said, well, you're supposed to obey. No, that doesn't.
That's
not a
okay.
thing.
You rarely
That's not
get
a thing.
above 70 pulling that trailer. But
I can do 70 pulling the trailer. Anything. I do 70 into 75. And that's about the.
Take the
most I
governor
can
off,
do.
Jason.
take the governor.
It's not that. I don't have a diesel, dude.
Gotta protect those wheels and
That's
hubs
why
on
I
the
have a
trailer so
Cummins
you don't have
engine.
blowout.
It's I wish I had a diesel for trips like this, but
Hey man,
okay.
that gasoline will save
I've
you
got
money.
the truck.
I can't
I've got
say.
the truck. I just have a wife that won't let me have the trailer. I mean, we're going to be in September. This September, we're going to be empty nesters. The youngest one is going to University of California, San Diego for human biology. She
Congratulations.
wants to be a medical examiner. And I asked her, why medical examiner? Why don't you want to be a normal doctor? She's like, well, 'cause I don't want to listen to people complain about their head cold. I'm like, well, your patients definitely will not be complaining about anything. I guarantee it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Also, yeah.
But she likes the research. She's one of them big brain kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, do you go through Memphis and then Nashville, and then how do you come through?
We usually come through Jackson, Mississippi, and then Memphis. I think we go through Nashville. Yes, we go over that bridge. That bridge over the Mississippi that comes through. I forget the name of the town. It comes at the end of.
That's Memphis, isn't it?
Memphis is on the other side.
No, there's Nashville's there. There's a bridge for Nashville.
There's nothing on the other side of Memphis.
But the Mississippi
it's called
River
Arkansas.
It doesn't go through Nashville though. So you probably come Texarkana, and then you come up through Little Rock.
Yes.
And then you go through Memphis, and then you hit Nashville. But then after Nashville, I don't know how you get to Dayton from there.
Let me pull. You know what I do? I follow Google Maps because Google Maps changes every day depending on traffic.
It sounds like the Californians. You get on the 405 and you get and you take 10 north, you get off at La Brea.
So I'll tell you how it says right now, but let's see.
I guess you go through Louisville and then come up through Cincinnati.
No, we come up through Cincinnati. Yes. I don't think
that's 75.
Sometimes we go through Louisville, but
I don't think we don't go through Nashville because that would take us up 75.
Isn't Cincinnati out of the way? Oh no, it's
I don't think it was Nashville when I rode with you.
That's a long way pulling a trail.
All right, so here is what it's saying right now. Okay, I'm going to share screen.
Right meow.
Right meow.
Right meow. Okay. Right no.
Jam Scam's got a great question. I'm curious what you guys listen to for that long of a drive.
Nothing.
If
it's in
Jason
car,
doesn't like the radio.
Nothing.
I don't like the radio.
Oh my gosh! What do you guys?
We can listen to. I think for that long of
the first few hours, and then it's like, all right, we have nothing else to talk about.
For that long of a drive, we
the
can
whole
get.
cab is just like they're just doing.
We can get probably 1.5 to 2 ham radio crash course podcasts in that 16-hour drive. So
it's like yelling into space.
Never put a podcast on. I never heard it. It's always been silence.
Mike and I. Well, that's because you're always on a plane, Frank. So so right now it's saying Little Rock, Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Cincinnati,
71.
Dayton.
I've never seen it truly through Nashville because the time when you actually start driving, Nashville will be junked up with traffic. So it's always going to route you north. Always going to route you north.
You actually have to go in reverse in Nashville. That's a law. You got to go in reverse.
you got to go in reverse. That's funny. But I mean that's what it's telling me right now. So, but again, I'm just going to put it in the Google Maps and head that way.
That's my story, and I'm sticking
roughly.
to it.
We do go through Memphis. Every time I've gone through Memphis. Sometimes we'll go through Nashville. We usually go through Cincinnati. And one of these days, I need to stop off in Cincinnati or just north of Cincinnati at R&L Electronics and do a tour of his facility because he's a good dude. But last year,
cool. I got to do it last
Thanksgiving.
It's an older shop. It's kind of
the
way they got it.
Cool. Yeah,
it's good group of folks in there. Though.
I like Roger's a good dude, and his wife is really nice too. But every time I come through there, it's Dayton, and he's like, "Well, I just cleaned out the whole store to take it to Dayton," and I'm like, "Well, okay, that makes sense." Yeah, so there's nothing to see there right now.
I was gonna say we have that whole Wednesday, but there.
I think that I'll check with him again this year, but
in the past, want us there.
He's told me like, "There's nothing in here. We cleaned the whole store out.
Get out of here."
They've got a ton of antennas set up outside though. A lot of them strung
up on the air.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. That's funny, but anyway, Hamvention's going to be fun. Looking forward to it.
It sure is.
So to get back to that question,
so looking forward.
It's going to blow your mind. So we do get to listen to what is it? The All-Star node that you have going.
Correct.
And every now and again, we will hear the APRS beacon. So we talked to Richard the Trucking Ham last time.
Yes.
A little bit.
We did.
Then it started to rain. And
no wonder everybody's cranky when they arrive.
Mike told me to turn off APRS because he's like, "What is that beeping? It's driving me crazy." I'm like,
"Yeah, it's like."
So you don't listen to the radio, so you can make 15 hours worth of contacts during your drive.
Oh no! When you're in Jason's car and it's running, it is a S9 Plus. When it turns it off, it'll drop to a 2 or a 3. So
that's true. I haven't bonded anything in my truck yet.
He's done as much grounding and bonding to his car as I've done mine.
Yeah.
So I would love to make contacts riding with Jason, but every time we turned it on, it was just so much noise. And
I have made contacts because I can actually hear through the noise. So Frank needs to up his game a little bit, I think. But
Jason's
tough,
a field ops guy.
Yeah.
I'll drive with HF on sometimes too, but it's like, man,
I have hunted POTA many times on a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
But
so no music, just podcasts and
if we're lucky,
it's silence.
Like,
by
dude,
default.
It sounds like you're in some sort of prison.
Yeah.
Or some sort of.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's
you know what?
We have listened to music a couple times.
Frank
like a half an hour.
Frank doesn't get a say because he's flying to and from Dayton this year.
But I drove with you last year.
Like a Putz or something. I don't know.
I drove with you last year.
Mike,
down to Belton.
I will let you Bluetooth whatever you want this year.
Well, to be fair, like we don't really bring. Honestly, I don't mind the silence because I like just looking out the window and seeing the scenery because I think we have a beautiful country. But at the same time, I could also go for a good. You know.
I just like, podcasts make they make you think. And when you're thinking like that, I'm like, it passes the time really quick.
I have a great one for you, Jason.
I'm just like
going to release one every week. It's fresh, new.
I don't need lessons in how to not speak English, Frank. It's
Come to think of it, Kyle, I don't think we listen to anything either, but we have a shorter trip.
No. There's music in the background.
Oh, is there?
Like,
okay.
Yeah. I make sure that there's some music in the back because I like listening to music whenever I drive.
Yeah. I do not drive in silence, man. The music is always on.
Oh. I stopped listening to music decades ago when I put my first ham radio in the truck because I'm like, I can't do both at the same time. And so I just kind of always got used to it. And I like the silence, I do.
In the 30 seconds that you're going to make the contact, you turn the radio down because it's illegal to play radio play music over the radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then when you're done talking, you turn the music back.
There goes Mike making sense again.
No,
but now to be fair,
it doesn't make any sense. I'm scanning up and down the band the whole time. I got to listen to it.
You should be paying attention to the road. To be fair, the times that I've been like, hey,
pay attention to the road with this organ. Listening to the radio with this organ.
Jason has never said no. I don't want to hear music. So
no, I've never said that.
We need to bring it up more.
Yeah.
Red, whenever I pick you up at the airport, usually whenever I pick somebody up or somebody's in my truck, I turn the radio down so we can have the conversation. And then whenever it gets to a point where I'm just like, okay, this is awkward silence. And I'm just like, all right, here we go, lithium, or whatever.
You ride with Jason. Both
all right, now I know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you turn up the radio, I know that you're tired.
Yeah, you're annoying.
Tired. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Can you just not?
Yeah.
Red and I talked all the way from Indianapolis all the way to Dayton and had good conversation. And then obviously whenever we come back from Hamcation, whenever I drop them
hours though,
we talk about what happened at Hamcation. So we always have good conversation. So
Hamvention.
Whatever. I'm drunk.
I stopped drinking. I ran out of whiskey. There's a problem here.
Yeah, Kyle, are you gonna be bringing some sun drop to the Dayton this year?
Ooh, yes.
Is a frog's butt watertight?
I've never checked, but I would suspect.
You've never checked.
Never looked.
Even when we dissected, I think it was in like 7th grade, we dissected a frog. Still didn't check.
Still didn't check. Wow, Mike.
I will have sun drop there.
So Izzo and Joe Brett are both in the chat right now, and neither one of you guys are in Zoom, and that needs to be rectified like right now.
I think Izzo
join the gym, dude.
Working or doing something, but
he said he had a cigar earlier.
He sure is typing a lot if he's at work. So yeah. I don't know.
So Jason,
can wait.
You and Frank will remember Bill from it's Hamrader Tectonics. The guy that was
Bill's Bill's a great guy.
Oh yeah,
California Bill.
No, Arizona Bill. Well,
Arizona.
He was at
Hamcation.
Yes, he was. He was at Hamcation.
He's going to be here. He's going to be there at Hamvention, but he's looking for a place to stay, I guess. He's a little late in the game.
There's
but
lots of field, Bill.
Yeah,
lots of field.
Yeah. So
anyway, Frank and Mike, are either one of you staying in Kyle's Airbnb?
I am
Airbnb.
Not.
Frank, you are?
Yes,
I am too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I have one extra bed then.
We should.
So, yeah. But
so somebody tell Bill there's one extra bed.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
Bill would be welcome to stay with me if he wants to. But
Bill's a cool dude.
It's outside the door on the ground. You can sleep on
There's
the
grass there. Yeah.
I'm going to. What are you talking about? Racer X07, Jason T-shirt, please. Happy hour T-shirt.
Oh, he's been wanting a T-shirt for the last 2 hours since Kyle's stream.
I know, right?
A happy hour T-shirt? That's what you want? Okay.
Well, he's been asking, but you've been wearing one. To be honest, to be fair, you have a happy hour T-shirt. So
I do.
To be fair.
I do happy
but
hour.
But the general public doesn't have access to buy that T-shirt. So he's wanting to support you, man. Put it on your store. Come on.
Well, what he was
I'll
saying
do
earlier
that.
is he
I would
wanted
do that.
a Hamvention T-shirt.
Yeah, I didn't do a Hamvention T-shirt this year. I did one last year, and it did okay. I would have liked to have done better. Okay, so that brings up a topic that I was going to mention earlier. I thought about it, and then I forgot about it, and that reminds me of it. So there was a company last year at Hamvention, and they were also at Orlando this last February, called Rabbit Laser. Okay, so did you guys did you see the laser etching company that was that was putting your call sign on a mug?
They were next to where Bioeno was.
Yes. Yeah. At Hamcation, they were next to Bioeno. At Hamvention, they're right next to R-Finder. Between the R-Finder booth and the ticket booth in Hamvention. So those guys, I talked to those guys. They were at Hamcation, and they sell that laser engraving machine. And I talked to them about it for 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then I went home and got on their website and looked at it. I think I'm going to buy that laser engraving machine at Hamvention this year.
Wow, Jason going all in.
Yeah. Well, they have a good assuming that they have the same sale at Hamvention that they did in February at Hamcation.
Use code K at MRD and get 10%
right.
off.
Yeah, I'll try that and see what happens. But
use Tank and get 10% more.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try all that. But I'm seriously considering buying that machine, and I believe when they deliver it, they come to your home and set it up. I could be wrong about that. Maybe they just walked you through it over the phone. Anyway, so you can, and Jason at GigaParts has a company that makes all of those blank tumbler mugs and coffee mugs and all this kind of good stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it on my website, shop.hamradio2.com, and I'm like, get your call sign and your logo and your whatever etched into a mug or a glass or whatever.
Sounds like what GigaParts is trying to do.
And here you got Emily thinking you're trying to sell all your stuff so you
Sorta.
can start traveling around in a van.
There's always another hobby.
But this one's a money-making opportunity, so, I don't know. But we'll see.
We'll
see. Yeah. I see Don. I see Izzo's in the chat.
Out.
Izzo's pissed that I've invited him to the chat twice, to the Zoom twice, and he won't join.
He said he just got off an 18-hour days unwinding with his.
I don't care. He's in the chat talking smack, man. You can click join Zoom.
Talk.
It's one click to join Zoom, man. It's all it is one click. So anyway,
just go over to the clubhouse to stir up.
So I want to do assuming that I actually get that, and they'll deliver it sometime later. They're not going to sell it to me at the show, and I'm going to carry it home. They'll deliver it sometime later, and I'll get it and whatnot. So I'm going to do a mug with everyone's logo, and I'll send it to you guys. One free mug for everybody, and then you can put it on your own websites and say, "Hey, go here and buy this mug."
Yeah, I guess I better get a website.
I guess you better get a website, Charlie. Yeah.
Where's Scott? Scott, man. Hi.
Scott's right there. Yeah, Scott can make you a website. There you go. So
nice.
Yeah, but I think that laser engraver is cool. And I was talking to Jason at GigaParts about it, and he's like, yeah, we do that, but we only do this style. We don't do these other styles here. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to try that. So right now, and to the general public, I'll be able to, you want your call sign and some random logo, your club logo, Hamvention logo, whatever logo, Ham Radio 2.0, and your call sign underneath it. We can do whatever you want to. So might be kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, it sounds cool, Jason.
And all the overland guys, who Kyle was talking about this the other day, all of these overland guys have a name for their vehicle that they then turn into an Instagram channel.
Interesting.
So it's like Creekside Overland, Rough Mountain Overland, Blue Mountain Overland.
They all have a brand.
Overland. They all have a brand. And I'm like, okay, so tell me about your channel. Oh, it's just me and my wife. I'm like, that's cool, I guess. Well, what do you do? Oh, we just drive around and go play. I'm like, okay, all right, dude. So,
well, to be honest,
so all of those guys who have a logo, I'll do mugs for. Go ahead, Frank.
To be honest, having two people on a podcast or bouncing things off back and forth, the conversation works very, very well.
Yep.
And the natural back and forth you get from a relationship, the strong relationship like that's perfect for YouTube. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Totally.
So
Absolutely.
Door Chick,
Mm-hmm.
what's stopping you? Come on, camera.
So Frank, Noel is going to start a channel named Brokeback Overland. I assume that's what that means, Noel. You're putting that in the chat.
Yes.
So Noel is going.
All his idea.
That's his idea. That's Noel's idea.
Let him take that and run with it.
Yeah. Noel's a good friend of Frank and I's. He's a local club member, so he gets in the chat. He's one of my admins in the chat too. In Discord as well. He tries to tease me, and sometimes I can throw it back at him, like I just did. So Noel, start a channel called Brokeback Overland. We love you, buddy. It's great. But yeah, seriously, all of these overland guys have a name for themselves. So, which is cool. It's just something like you go out to a ham fest and you're like, not every person has a, I'm Blue Mountain Ham Radio and Oak Ridge
they have
Ham
a call
Radio.
sign.
And I'm like, yeah, they have a call sign. So yeah.
That's their brand.
Hey there.
Hey, what's your brand?
I don't know. Yeah.
A0Z is my brand.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, Charlie's got one of the coolest logos. That Red Summit RF logo is really cool.
Hey, and I made that myself.
Hey, man, it's a great logo. So I'll be putting that on a mug soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
I'm not going to say it, but someone jumped up in the chat. It's calling you out.
What, my wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I keep asking him to have me on, but he said he said no. I didn't say no. That's not true. She's not. No, she's not.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking her side.
No.
I'm taking her
I'm
side.
sure you would. You should take her side. You know what?
Because she makes awesome marshmallows and cookies and cookie brownies.
Okay. Not only does she make marshmallows, like she actually puts stuff into a bowl and somehow marshmallows come out of it.
Magic. Bourbon.
But she adds bourbon to the marshmallows.
All right. They're awesome.
And I'm like, all the guys at my deer camp and field day, they're like, did your wife make the bourbon marshmallow? I'm like, yeah, here's a bag full of them. So we go out and get on the radio, or we go deer hunting. We come back at night, light a fire, and we all roast bourbon marshmallows. And it's like, they're like, how do you make I was like, I don't know. She doesn't have some big machine in the garage where it's like push a button and marshmallows come out. I don't know how she does it, but I don't know. Carlos, buddy, join us if you want to. Zoom chat. Joe, Brett, and Izzo are afraid to join the Zoom for some reason. I don't know. Carlos, you want to join, bud? Same.
I heard him mention he just stopping in to say hello in the chat because he
a
long day. So
I saw him say that too, but then he's been chattering nonstop. So I mean, it's like yeah, all these guys in the chat that can't join, they sure do like to talk.
It's easy to throw rocks when you're not in the house.
I know it. Yeah,
I can't say this is the first time I've been in the house for a while now. So
well, it's all right.
I've been kind of gone.
You're good.
Kyle's eyes are real heavy, man.
Hey, you keep your comments to yourself there, Summit FRF.
Summit F.
Hey, check the chat.
I expected Kyle to last like 10 or 15 minutes. It's been 90 minutes, dude. He's doing all right.
I think he's ready to go curl in that pen next to Pixie there and take a nap.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna walk up some stairs and pass out. That's what I'm gonna do.
But I think it's my turn to bounce, guys. I gotta go check on my wife and
all right, bud.
Head off to sleep. So I think she wants breakfast in the morning.
I'll be
That's
over.
What toaster strudels are for, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be over at 9.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see
Thanks,
you
Aaron.
guys in a few weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Be good to see you.
So mark your calendar. The Sunday before Hamvention, which is Mother's Day, unfortunately. My regularly scheduled live stream on Sunday night. We're gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna invite all you guys on. We're gonna just talk about the next weekend. So this is a happy hour. It's not officially a Hamvention. That will be an official Hamvention chat.
Okay.
Final plans and whatnot. So mark your calendars. Hopefully you guys can be there. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. So yeah, good deal. Overland for fun. I hope I got you some new subscribers tonight, dude. Because yeah, we T.O. posted that in chat. And I know I went and subscribed. So it is that's a fun thing. How is Pixie still asleep? That dog gives bad name to its breed. It's good, Charlie. All right. So, we've been going for an hour and a half. Anybody else have anything to say? Anything?
Well, there's one thing I heard on our radio stations out here. I don't know if you guys have been hearing it across the country.
Okay.
I guess there's a new push by the automotive manufacturers, be it Tesla, Prius, speed bump, and a lot of the others. And it could be Ford, it could be Chevy, who knows who all started it, but they're trying to make it so new cars no longer have an AM station.
I heard that rumor.
Now, I find that a little odd since AM typically is a Clearwater. When I drove semis, I used to could hear our biggest one in Los Angeles, KFI AM 640. I could literally hear that in Utah.
So
that was a big thing about Teslas a while back, that you couldn't pick up AM because of all RFI in that car.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I could give you some dirt on that. So
Rhea knows.
Yeah, I did a video on that actually.
Yeah,
the Teslas actually, the older ones did have an AM radio built in. There was some interference, but it wasn't like, death to the AM band. And people say this is an EV thing, but Ford is actually getting rid of all of them from all their consumer cars. The only cars they're keeping it in now is the fleet vehicles, like the panel vans and such like that, because they have some contract that requires AM radio. I suspect, and our society is moving toward a subscription model. I suspect they're pulling AM radio so that people will have to buy subscriptions to listen, because in a Tesla, in order to get the connectivity to listen to tune in radio or anything like that, you either have to use your cell phone hotspot or you have to pay $10 a month. And that $10 a month is for cellular connectivity. And so there is something. I mean, I don't buy the argument that it's RFI, because I did RFI testing in Teslas and other EVs. I have someone who actually works for an EV manufacturer, but I can't quote his source because he would probably lose his job if he told me. Yeah. But he has been testing new vehicles off the assembly line, and they're fine on AM. So there's something else afoot. There is something else afoot, for sure.
I just, they complained about that a while back, and I'm just like, who the heck listens to terrestrial radio anymore? I mean, especially AM. Especially AM.
But that's the thing. Maybe the FCC is trying to freed it up to sell off that to someone else.
You are old.
It's the last bastion of talk radio.
I guess it's a thing. I'm not saying that nobody listens to it. I'm surprised it made the news, because I'm like, yeah. So the 7 people who actually still listen to that are upset. I don't understand why that's a thing. But
there's like all the political talk radio is on AM.
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
Sports talk. There's Spanish. There's other things. So there's people listening. I was at NAB show last week, and there's a lot of technology has been developed for broadcast radio, including like where they like track cars and even deal with electric vehicle charging too.
Yeah.
So terrestrial radio is not dead. It's just there's other things to compete with it in the space.
Also, keep in mind, a lot of people listen to the weather and the news and the traffic going to and from work every day on AM. It sure as hell ain't on FM.
The traffic is worth listening to. The other one, the other ones are not. The news people are always wrong, and the weather people are always wrong, and the news people are always wrong too. It's a coincidence, huh? So yeah, no, the traffic is worth listening to, but turn on channel 19.
Yeah.
Get all the traffic reports you want. Seriously. I mean, you think I'm joking? I am kind of joking a little
Breaker
bit.
19.
But if you really want traffic reports, 27.085.
Mm-hmm.
Done. So, yeah. No, I just for someone driving a Tesla, I thought that was a weird thing to complain about, because I'm like, you're driving a Tesla. Why do you care about terrestrial radio? I thought Tesla
not just Tesla. It's Ford.
Well, the article I saw was about Tesla. I'm sure there's probably been more than that.
Because when you put Tesla in the title, it gets more views. So,
well,
okay.
It's probably true. Yeah,
we're supposed to know that.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
But no, it's Ford. Ford is bigly behind that too. Ford is.
I'm a Ford guy. So
did you say Ford is bigly behind that?
Bigly.
I told you I was going to China.
Yeah.
Don't stare into the sun.
Yeah.
China.
I'm a big Ford guy. So if I ever buy an EV, I would rather it be a Ford. So
I have a question.
That's cool. Oh boy. All right. Well, hold on, Frank. Hold on.
Well,
I want to say
it's going to go where you're going. I would like to know, Don, Izzo, my man, what type of tent do you have around you? You're smoking in. I see you in it.
It's the same one he's in. Is the same one he's in all the time.
What is it? What is it?
So Izzo, welcome to the channel. I'm sorry you have to deal with Frank, but please go ahead.
You know, the only reason why I came on board was to answer Frank's question, and then I'm going to leave. So no, seriously, are you hearing me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I ran and I.
Yep. So much for that.
Oh, jeez.
See you later.
I didn't do that. I mean,
we're not seeing you, okay, though.
So.
Pickups, huh? All right.
It
had to be the wireless hang up, but he actually.
I wanted to know about his cigar.
I know.
Dude,
yeah.
That was so beautiful.
Izzo, that was. You are the ultimate troll. You trolled that perfectly.
Was on purpose.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah. Just tell everyone that was on purpose, and you're good. You're like the ultimate troll. Oh, there he is. He's back. So. Oh, it was fun.
Everyone leave.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for joining tonight. We'll see you next month. 73 all. I'm just joking. Don, go ahead, dude. That was funny. Go ahead.
That was funny. And you know what they say about payback.
Right. Yeah. I didn't do that. You did that. You killed yourself.
I don't know what
man.
happened. Listen, maybe my son is inside the house right now. Maybe he's sucking up all the internet. I'm supposed to have
he
some
picked
mega
up the
high
phone
speed.
and broke the connection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
someone said I gotta use the telephone. Get off the internet. Remember those days in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
In 2000.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of minutes.
Almost out of minutes.
No, Frank. This is the Eskimo fatfish. It's going to be coming down in probably in about 2 to 3 more weeks. It's going to get too hot in here, and then we'll just be on the back deck. And
Nice.
Long day, but I just wanted to come and say hello. I don't know if I have more fun in the chat or if I have fun in here. So I don't know. Yeah.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
We like you better in here, Izzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you smoking?
Well,
That's the more
that
important
literally.
question.
This is the Camacho. Oh, you can't
Camacho.
see it backwards.
Camacho.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
No, it's not backwards to us.
Backwards to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Backwards to me. Okay. It's the last one that I had in the humidor, so I figure why not tonight?
Which
You know,
Camacho
Friday
is
night.
it?
This is the Nicaraguan, the turquoise one. It's a full body.
Nice.
So
Good.
I had a punch the other night. I did not care for it. It was a punch
I
Diablo.
don't care
Me
for
either.
the punch. I don't care for the
Me
punch
either.
Like,
cigars.
It was
They're
really
okay,
bitter
but-
and acidic.
Yep.
I was like, no.
Agreed.
This is not
Agreed.
good.
Yep. I don't care for the punch cigars. The Camachos are good. Padron is top notch.
Yeah.
top notch.
The guy at the cigar
Placencia's-
shop. Go ahead.
If you guys want something in the $20 range, Placencia's, the El Muerto Fuerte, is a very, if you like a nice Nicaraguan, very good cigar. It doesn't, kill your budget. Padrones are nice for, in my opinion, for those nice special occasions.
You just said it was $20. That doesn't kill your budget.
Well,
yeah, Padron 2000 is like $6, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, listen, the New Worlds up in my area are about $8-9, and those New Worlds are great cigars either.
Yeah.
I bought a couple of those the other day. I was at the cigar shop and I restocked.
Frank turned me on to those New Worlds, man, and thank you, Frank.
No problem.
It was okay for me.
Well, remember, everyone's palate is different, so we can't say you'll never listen, guys. To me, it's just like ham radio. I'm not going to tell you what is the best antenna and what is the best rig. That's for you guys to do on your YouTube channels. I'm just going to smoke and enjoy, and you guys should be doing the same thing too when it comes to cigars. Anything else, call it the best.
Well, I got a whole box just full of those factory smokes from Jew Estates because they're like $3.
Yeah. So. Sometimes you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, they're not bad. But
hey guys,
guy gave me
I was gonna say I can't. I'm watching Kyle's droopy eyes is making me tired, so I'm going to bed. All right. So we're
gonna shut this down shortly. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks, man. You're going to Hamvention, right?
Yeah. Charlie.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. When are you coming in?
Wednesday night, I think. Right.
Okay.
Kyle.
Cool.
I don't know. You gonna? Am I gonna pick you up?
Yes, you're gonna pick me up. What the heck?
Text him tomorrow. Anything he says right now is out the window.
He's just pulling my.
It's $1.29 a mile.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Wednesday night, I think. Catch you guys.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
Later, Ed.
Later.
See ya.
Oh. Yeah, we should probably wind this down. I'm yawning myself, so. Special thanks to everybody in the chat who joined us tonight. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's always a fun time. The next time we will be together is the again, it's Mother's Day. So I didn't really plan it that way. It's just kind of the way that the dates fell. But the weekend prior to Hamvention is Mother's Day. With the Sunday prior to Hamvention is Mother's Day.
I'll be streaming also, so I'll be
so I want to invite all of the YouTubers onto my regularly Sunday night stream at 7 p.m. Texas time. And just talk about Hamvention the next weekend. Then Mike are going to leave out from my house Monday night. I would do a Monday night stream, but we're going to leave that night. So we're going to
do a stream from the truck.
Yeah, well, we can try. but yeah, so we're going to stream Sunday night before Hamvention. I'm sure we'll stream during Hamvention. I did a flea market stream, live stream from Hamvention last year. And it was very good. There was 200 or 300 of y'all watching that. So I hope you guys are in the chat again this year. And then after that, we will have the next Ham Radio Happy Hour on the weekend of Memorial Day. Sunday night, my regularly scheduled Sunday night stream, Memorial Weekend, I'm going to do a happy hour because most people don't work on Mondays. So let's just stay up Sunday night and chat and do this again. So that's going to be my next plan, my next several live streams. So, but Hamvention is going to be fun. We're going to do the POTA Plaque event the first weekend in June, and then we're going to do Field Day last weekend in June. So all of that upcoming on the channel.
So many things to look forward to.
So many things. So many things. So
frickin' Kyle's stream got me really geeked for Hamvention, though, man.
Yeah, Kyle did. Oh yeah, that one he did last weekend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a great stream. Great stream.
If you haven't watched that and you want all the inside information on what to do and how to get into Hamvention and not sit in traffic and all the flea market stuff, I covered all that stuff. So go back to my channel.
That was a fantastic stream, Kyle.
Thank you.
So yeah, Kyle, drop that link in the chat if you want to.
Jason, I'm drunk.
I know. All right, real quick, fast elevator speech. Frank, what's going on? Close out the night.
Live stream between me and Red coming up Sunday night, and after that, we'll see each other at Hamvention. Dayton,
awesome.
That one. Go.
Dayton, Hamvention. Okay, Scott, what's going on?
Well, I'd be looking for a new antenna review and an antenna build. Next couple of weeks here, I'm gonna try to get everything knocked out and get that rocking and rolling.
Cool, man. Good luck to you're not going to Dayton, are you?
I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere for quite a while.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, man. we'll hang out with you. Get your all-star node working, dude.
I need help with that, man.
So let's get together sometime in the next couple weeks before Dayton, and we'll get you going and get you connected to my hub so that we can talk to you there.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you.
So, Craig, what's up?
Well, I'm actually going to be leaving the shack to do a video, if you can believe that.
Cool. Good.
There's a POTA spot not too far from me at one of the local universities. I'm going to go contaminate that place. So that should be a good time. Then I do have an antenna build coming up, so everybody can watch me burn the house down with a soldering iron.
Awesome.
And yeah, the wife will be thrilled.
Love it.
But that's why we have fire sprinklers in the garage.
That's right.
So we'll see how well that works.
Speaking of antenna builds, I bought 2 of Callum's Expedition antennas when he did the Easter sale. And I'm going to be giving those away on an upcoming live stream sometime next month. I don't know when yet. So
you can just send it to me now.
Keep checking sign up on my email list. Keep checking the live streams on Fridays and whatnot. I'll be talking about it there. So thanks, Craig. I appreciate it, dude. Rhea, what's up?
Well, so I'm going to have a second installment of the 60-meter band video, and specifically what sort of comments you need to be writing to the FCC, and how best to approach the band, give examples of how we're going to use it, and also how to use the band. So I'm going to be covering that in depth, and I'm also going to be giving a technical overview of how to mow the lawn with radio. In other words, I'm going to be using the EcoFlow blade.
Nice.
I'm going to give a technical description of all the cool radio tech inside of it.
Right. That's cool. I got to get one of those. I would put it in the backyard and just let it bounce around the fence all day long.
It's nice. I love it. Yeah. And you know what? It has heritage from these precision mapping with drones. So
awesome. Stuff. That's great. Yeah, Norm's in the chat, Kyle. All right, Kyle, what's up, man? Can you speak long enough to give an elevator speech?
Yeah. So I got a 3-part video coming out on Sunday about my contest station and how I integrate Node-RED into all of the devices and make it 100% remote. See you later.
Awesome. Node-RED is over my head. I could do it if I sat down and paid attention to it.
Jason,
but
it's Tinker Blocks. It's drag and drop, and
I know.
You're done.
I know.
You don't have to be a C++ guru or a C Dong god to figure it out.
Thank God on that.
It's the Fusion page in DaVinci Resolve. It is. They use nodes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kyle. Thanks for being here. Thank you for staying the whole time and not passing out. Good to have you.
Thanks.
So, Izzo, what's going on, buddy? Do you ever post videos in your channel anymore, or is it just Clubhouse?
Right now, I kind of took all the videos down for sentimental memorial reasons. So, and I don't really want anybody commenting anymore. They've all been positive. I appreciate it. So right now the channel is, but I don't want to take the channel down itself. So I'm just going to sit and wait. But right now it's Ham Radio Clubhouse every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm thinking about buying, believe it or not, one of those Spark Gap antennas. I've been having the bug to buy another antenna. I don't know why. Probably because I'm a ham radio operator. So I've been looking at that. There may be something else.
Spark
Plug. Spark Plug. I'm sorry. Spark Plug. Long day.
Yeah. Spark Gap would be pretty sweet to see, though.
That would be cool.
I'm not that old. I'm not that old.
I'm not either.
So that's.
Yeah.
So
but I know what it is. So yeah.
Thanks.
Cool, man. Hey, thank you for joining, Don. Glad to see you tonight, bud. Good. I hope you can come to Hamvention. I don't think you can, but one of these years we need to get you down there, dude.
Unfortunately, my daughter got accepted into the big university here in the state.
That's not unfortunate. That's great.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. It's going to be bittersweet, but it's perfect for her, for my ham, for what I want to do. Not to be selfish, there was just no way. All my extra time is with freshman orientation and all that other stuff. Then moving her in, I'm going to miss Huntsville and I'm going to miss Hamvention this year. But there's always next year, so we'll see. You never know.
What about field day?
Oh heck yeah, I'm going to be doing field day. Absolutely.
You want to drive to Texas for field day?
I do field. Let me tell you something.
Get a ticket from Shane, man. You can come down here for cheap.
I do field day. Let me tell you something. If I have to do field day in my house, which I have in the past, COVID and all of that,
I have too.
I do field day. I don't care if it's snowing, raining. I don't care what it is.
Yep.
We do field day. We do that, and I do winter field day. Absolutely.
Good. All right, man. Thanks for joining tonight. Mike, you're last.
That's the story of my life, buddy.
Well, you turned your video off and turned it back on. That puts you on the last of the screen. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't care. Yeah. So Monday we have Mailbag Monday. We talk about why would you need a radio that has 2 receivers, much like this one in the top left of my screen right now. Tuesday I do a live stream, a 10-meter live stream to encourage technicians to get on the air. We get on 10-meter SSB. Radio Oddity's got a new 10-meter sideband radio that we're going to be checking out here soon.
Yeah. That's called a C. It's called a CB.
Yeah, I know.
They announced that, and I'm like, oh, that might be fun. And then they showed a picture of it. I'm like,
dude, I was
that's
reading
a CB.
the manual
it's
for
a CB.
It's an Anytone radio. It said something in the manual said like
it looks like a freaking Cobra 29, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Cobra 29, or else a Union Grant.
It's a CB radio.
Let me tell you. First YouTuber to figure out which diodes to clip are probably going to be the most popular one.
Right.
I already know which ones. But you know what? We want to promote positivity and inclusivity in amateur radio. And I'll tell you what, I've gotten so many great positive comments and emails from that 10-meter live stream. All of my videos post
totally.
At 3 p.m. Central, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday, I've got a video, REZ Antennas. Came out with a new product that's going to work with your Wolf River Coils antennas, so that'll be Wednesday.
Cool. Good.
That's a really cool thing. And then Friday, I'll be posting a follow-up to my video that I did on the WinCamp battery for the 818 and a way to charge that battery whilst portable, because that battery is a lithium polymer, doesn't charge off of regular mains, so we can't plug into the back of the radio and charge it. So I've got a very inexpensive, roughly $12, $13 solution to make that happen. If you're off grid, you've got a lithium iron phosphate battery like we all do. I've got a way to charge that battery. So that's coming up on KMRD Radio Stuff.
What's his name sent me that res antenna, that backpack package. So I got to go out and.
Thing's legit, man.
Take it. Oh yeah, it's a very well made antenna. So I gotta figure out a time to take it out to a park somewhere. So, but yeah, good. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who joined tonight. Thanks to all the folks who joined in Zoom. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Today's Friday, so we will be back live again on Sunday on this channel, and then 2 weeks till Hamvention. So we'll be back live the Sunday of Mother's Day to invite all the YouTubers back to talk about Hamvention, and then all the videos during Hamvention. Be sure to subscribe to everybody here, because guess what? There's going to be a crap ton of videos posted during and after Hamvention about all of the things that happen for that show. Hamvention's the biggest ham radio show in the world, and it happens every year right here in the United States in Ohio. It's a very fun show. If you can make it, put it on your calendar. It will not be a waste of time for you. I guarantee you will like it. So, once again, thank you everybody for joining tonight, and we will see you sometime this weekend. So everybody wave goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.